Hello brothers and sisters, and just to let you know that what we're going to be doing here at Richmond Church, now that we've finally reached step 4 of this year's roadmap. We met as a church, a members meeting on Tuesday evening, and we came up with a plan that was unanimously agreed by those members there in the meeting. We decided that the priority we had was that now that there's no restriction, we wanted to be able to sing in our services again. These 3 primary things. The first of those is ventilation. You'll know we've had the windows open a lot of the time. In fact, we had them open so much that over the winter our building was so cold some people stopped coming. Well, actually it turns out that was overkill. We will have the windows open wherever the temperature allows and at least 10 minutes in the hour, which was one of the Sheffield recommendations that we only found a week or so ago. So that's ventilation. We're going to keep the distance seating, so you can see it still as it was before. We're just going to say, if you want to sit with someone, that's your choice. We're not going to insist that you sit on your own if you're the only person there from your bubble. If people are happy to sit together, do so. But please don't move any seats, because as you'll see behind me, the only option between what we have now and normal is to block the fire exits. So we're not going to do that, so please leave the seats where they are, but do sit with people if you feel you really want to. And the third of those is face coverings. We're going to adopt what was the restaurant rules approach before step 4. So whenever you're up and moving around the building, if you'd please wear a face mask if you're able, and that will include while we sing, because we usually stand. But while you're seated, because we're all facing more or less the same way, it will be your choice as to whether you leave it on. Obviously, if you choose to stay seated while you sing, we would ask that you put it on for that. Other measures will stay in place because they're as easy to have as to not have. So we'll keep the cleaning rota, or the 72-hour calculation about what needs cleaning depending on when the building's next used. The hand sanitizer stations will still be there. We're going to keep the separate entrance and exit, but we are going to take the arrows up off the floor inside. We're going to keep the test and trace sheets if you wish to fill those in. We're going to keep the change to communion because one aspect of that at least has been more helpful. Refreshments will continue to be served directly to you rather than self-service. We're going to keep using audio and video for the music instead of live music, although that's more practical than COVID related. And we'll keep the blue box for cash offerings and envelopes for the time being. So those are the measures we're going to have. We think they're a good balance. As I say, they were agreed unanimously by those who were at the members' meeting on Tuesday. If you want to continue to receive DVDs or to participate via the live stream on YouTube, those options will remain available whenever we have enough people to make them happen, and we'll continue to do deliveries where we have been. But if you think maybe now's a time for a change, maybe this one, as we have this semi-new start this Sunday, why don't you come along and join us? We do long to get as many of our family back together again to be able to enjoy worshipping God, being encouraged by His Word, knowing Him and growing through His Word. We want to be able to show that authentic community as we gather together, and to encourage each other by being together and by spurring each other on then to go out and share the gospel with this community. I do hope I'll be able to see you on Sunday morning.